Now, before I had attained an age of reason, there are some things I used to hear and some things I used to observe. And I was hoping that perhaps one day when I grow up, some of these things will start making sense. And true, some of them are still making sense. Others still, I'm still in the process of trying to understand them. And there's something I used to hear, that there were some people who are called professional mourners. I never believed that these people existed. But to my surprise, these people are there. And they earn their daily bread by simply crying during funerals. By crying, they cry. They also wonder, how are some of these people recruited? Are they required to demonstrate their ability to produce a lot of tears, big tears, bloody tears? Or what are some of the qualifications for a person to become a professional mourner? Anyway, that aside, there is now emerged another type of work. And this type of work, I would like us to look at it. And you tell me at the end of it, do you feel as if this is a work that you can do? Do you feel as if this is work that you'd like yourself to be involved in? You are going to tell me. Now, this work requires no papers. You don't necessarily have to have stepped inside any classroom. In fact, as far as this work is concerned, you are not even supposed to know even how to write your name. You are not even supposed to know even how to pronounce your own name. You don't even need to know who is your area chief or your sub-chief. You don't even need to know when your country attained independence. This type of work, by the way, doesn't even need you to put on a tie, a suit. It doesn't in fact require you to polish your shoe. In fact, what is required of this work is your heart. But not all types of hearts. Moyo, loho. Your heart should be very tough, very stony, that nothing makes you fear. That if, in fact, you can betray your closest friend and still sleep tight at night, and still eat your food, and still make merry, and still jump up and down, despite doing what you have done, as far as this work is concerned. This work requires you to have no empathy at all. In fact, when you see children crying and you feel nothing inside your heart, you could be a very good candidate for this type of work. When adults are saying, oh, don't do this, don't do us this, don't be so inhuman, and you are clapping inside your heart, this work fits you. And what type of work am I talking about? Funeral disruptors. It's a work that has emerged. And if you doubt, then ask what happened to Limuru towards the end of November 2024. Some young men were hired to go and disrupt a funeral, and they succeeded in doing that. But let me just ask you one question. Is this a work that you would like to do? And as we say in this channel, that in order for us to do a work, we need to put ourselves and assume that the work ahead of us is the work of God. Because we don't want to do hard work, we don't want to do smart work. We just want to do the work of God according to His will. So if you are there and you are hired as a disruptor, if you're also involved in the planning of the disruption, you belong to that category of people. And the best that you can do to us and to yourself is to ask for forgiveness to the family that you did hurt. All of us at one point or another, we are going to exit from the face of this earth. And all of us would desire to have a decent send-off. But look at you, funeral disruptors, what you did. And you planners of funeral disruption, I leave you with that. Is that a work of God? Think about it. I am a messenger, Samuel Orago.